Hi, y'all. It's Dr. Ali. I'm doing another quick pop in, and I want to, before we even get started, make sure you say hi because your hi does matter. And even though this may look glitchy, it is really a human that is behind here doing this live. So, human intelligence over everything. HI. Hi. Say hi because your hi really, really, really does matter. Plus, it puts a smile on my face. So, if anything, that lets us know that your hi means a lot. So, health and wellness tips. I want to share something that I shared with a colleague today. For those who do not know, I am an audiologist and speech language pathologist, also an autism mom, and I'm also a speaker, trainer, coach, all the things, right? I am the co-founder of SmartFit Fam, which is a nonprofit organization that supports families with special needs to learn more about wellness, fitness, and nutrition. Why? Because most of my life have been consumed with that. So whether I'm getting information from people who know more than me or people are just asking me information, it just ends up happening. So when I realized that it was happening to me a lot, I said, well, why not help other special needs moms? Because as I begin to learn, then, and I have a very simple way of explaining things to people. So people will come to me and ask me, and I would just give them some really cool tips and simple things that either I have done personally myself or I have invested in other people to teach me, other experts to teach me, because that's where they are. And over time, as I picked up things along the way, I began to modify it and simplify it so that it would meet the needs of my life, my own personal life, and meet the needs of my clients who also came out to me asking for support during the process. So what I'm doing now is I am going from location to location as part of my day. I just wanted to share a quick meetup that just literally happened in one of the schools I was in. One of my colleagues, she asked me, she said, I know you work out and I know you have information on wellness and fitness, so I just want to just run this by you. It was an informal conversation, so I'm not going to give all the details, but the key thing that she was asking about had to do with inflammation in her body. And what I was able to share with her were some techniques that I've used with Zachary as he was younger. One of the things that we did to help him when he had a lot of inflammation in his body was just to reduce casein, right? Reduce the milk, the dairy. We've heard it on different spaces. I've shared it with other people. I have done it personally when there was times when I had a lot of mucus in my body, and some of you may have also experienced it at different times. Hi, I see you popped in. Make sure you subscribe. Say hi. Your hi does matter. I know this is unexpected. I am not walking. I am not biking. I am literally just sharing some information as I experience my day. And I figure if someone else needed it from me, then maybe someone else out there needs it. So I said, let me pop in and do a live as I'm going from space to space. Once again, say hi because your hi does matter. It shows me that you're a human out there and it's not just artificial out there. But as I'm a human, human to human, and we are connecting, and I share different information on this site, but it's a lot of motivational and it's a lot of things to help you in your overall wellness, because they're just things that I have been doing and that I also help my clients in doing. So one of the things I helped her to understand is to reduce the dairy from her diet when she has a concern for inflammation. I mean, we think about it, right? When we had babies who had colds, we would stop giving them milk, right? And we try and find alternatives for them. Why? Because with a cold, the milk helps that inflammation to kind of build up, the mucus in the body to build up, which makes it difficult for them. I mean, as an audiologist, that's how a lot of ear infections and recurring ear infections happen. It's because of the inflammation in the body or the mucus that builds up in the body, and also the shape of the direction of the eustachian tubes and other things that we can talk about. But I'm not talking about audiology today. Just sharing about inflammation, and if anyone else may have experienced it, especially as we're overcoming those of us in the Northeast in New York and in America are going through seasonal changes right now. So that also means that a lot of allergies and other things that are going to be coming into our bodies. So as we prepare for what is ahead and getting through what was behind, many are still recovering from colds. And even if you have it in your body, like for those who work out, who may feel a certain amount of extra fluid in their joints, then that's one way to navigate. Of course, PT and other experts are going to share other techniques that you could do, physical exercise that helps in that space. But I always go first for the internal. You know me. I go inside first. Let's work on what we can control. So if we can control our diet and our nutrition, and we can maximize, just be aware. At least just be aware of the casein of the lactate or the milk that you're putting into your, not lactate, lactose, that you're putting into your system. And as you're more aware, then you can feel your own body and see what are the changes that happen when you do put that into your system. All of this is really about knowing your own self and knowing your body. Hi, say hi. Your hi matters. I know I see the numbers going up and down, so as you pop in, make sure you're subscribed so you can say hi. uh, this is the space we just share information of how we can be better each day. As I get, unprompted and totally not expected situations that happen in my life, I share it with you also, because it can just help. If it helps me and it helps the person, then it can help you also. That does not hurt to go live and share the information. I know somebody's gonna be like, I needed that. I didn't even think about that. So knowing that the knowledge that I do get and I share it, it helps me to know that I'm not just keeping all this information within. So that's what this space is for. It's to help us to learn and be better each day. And I share in different aspects of health, wellness, nutrition, and mental clarity, spiritual growth, and things that helps us to just overall be an overall better human being, 360 whole body better. So that's the conversation today. It's a health and wellness tips from experts. Yes, I've read it. I've researched it. It can make a difference. The dairy that we put into our system, and especially as seasonal changes happen throughout different parts of the world, be aware. Right? The key is just being aware. Hi, I see you. Be aware of what you put into your body so that you can start seeing the differences of the responses from your body. Your body will let you know. The answer to everything is your body will let you know if you paid attention. So we got to slow down and we got to start paying attention to what we are doing to our internal bodies as well as our external. A lot of us are focused on the exercise and the outside. And I'm big on that too, hence the walking and the biking. But we can't only work on the outside. We also got to work on the inside. So as we begin to make changes to our better selves, to a better you, right? 2026 is all about being a better you. Well, every day should be about being a better me. It's not one specific year, to be quite honest. At least that's my thoughts on that. So use this time to think about what you're putting into your body. Be aware of it. And then start to pay attention to the different responses that your body makes. One person's body may respond differently to the same thing to the same thing someone else takes that has no response, your body may have response. So I may share this information because it may impact how my son does it, or my family, or myself. But you may do it and you may notice that there's no changes. I drink milk, I drink dairy, and there's no changes. Everything is fine. So just be aware. That's the key. Be aware. And if you notice a change, then do something about it, right? Just change it. It's not impossible. It's not easy, but it's not impossible, especially if it makes a better you. So if you're feeling stuffy and you're feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm slowing down, there's more inflammation in my body, I feel like, I'm not moving as much as I'm moving, and, there may be fluid accumulating at different places. And a lot of fluid accumulations happens due to inflammation, right? So if you can monitor your diet and monitor what you do and do the exercises, because there are exercises for it, then you can impact your holistic being. And to me, that's where I think we should be moving more towards, with the help of experts, of course. So that is what I wanted to pop in. Hope you receive it. Hope you got the message. That is what I'm sharing today. I appreciate you. Please make sure you are subscribed for more mental, physical, spiritual, holistic well-beingness of you. Make sure you're subscribed for more, because who doesn't want to be a better self? Remember, it's human intelligence over artificial intelligence. So that means we're actually working on human beings, and beings, not just learnings and just getting the information, but we're actually going to be and we're going to do, right? We're not just going to just come and just listen to the information. Part of what I would love for us to have more support of is the actual activation and execution of what you learn. If you do that, then that shows me that you are purposed to be here and the information was meant for you at the right time. All right. That's my message for right now. I'll catch you guys later when I do some physical movement. I appreciate you. Dr. Allie, and I am out.